Hello everyone, today I want to talk about circle of Willis, or in other terms, circulus arteriosus. What is circulus arteriosus? This basically means blood supply to the brain, how brain gets nutrients and oxygen. Now we have four main arteries that supplies blood to the brain. Those are the two internal carotid arteries and two vertebral arteries. Let's start with the internal carotid arteries. Now we have a branch of an artery that branches from the aorta, which forms the left common carotid artery, and a branch from the brachial and branch of an artery from the brachiocephalic artery, which forms the right common carotid artery. The two common carotid arteries, that is the left and the right common carotid artery, passes upwards on either side of the neck in equal distribution, and when it reaches at the level of the upper border of the thyroid cartilage, they both divide into internal carotid artery, which supplies blood to the brain, and the external carotid arteries, which supplies blood to structures such as thyroid gland, tongue, epiglottis, tonsils, and other structures around the neck. The internal carotid arteries then pass through the carotid foramen in the temporal lobe to the brain, temporal bone to the brain. Let's leave it at there. Then we go to vertebral arteries. Let's talk about vertebral arteries. Now, the vertebral arteries arise, both of them arise from the subclavian artery and pass through the foramina in the transverse process in the cervical vertebra and enter the skull through the foramen magnum. Now, structurally, talking about blood supply to the brain, we have the vertebral artery, the two vertebral arteries supplying blood through the posterior aspect of the brain, and the two internal carotid arteries supplying blood through the anterior aspect of the brain. Now we have these are the vertebral arteries, which come and join together. This will be the posterior and the anterior. These are the vertebral arteries. They join to form the basilar artery.